you do. Follow you anywhere.
I was going to do a little haul of stuff I got. Just yesterday we just had to go out, like, I had to go to, did I have to go anywhere? I don't think I really had to go, well, I guess I did. I had to go to CVS or like Walgreens or something because I need like fiber pill gummy things. I ran out of my fiber gummies and I was looking for, I was getting allergy pills, that's what it was. And then also I wanted to try magnesium, but there's like a certain one, magnesium glycol, I don't know what it's called anymore. And I happened to find those at Marshall's. So, but anyways, so Rudy and I went to Marshall's first. And while we were there looking at stuff, I found those magnesium pills. And I asked him, like, are these the right ones? Because he takes them. He's like, yes, it is. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm going to get them because I've been having trouble sleeping lately. And I think it has to do with the Zoloft. I think I've been on it now for like 5 or 6 weeks. Maybe 6 weeks, I think now. So it's like, it's taking effect, but I think the side effects have not fully gone away yet. And so, but I do like, I don't have the nausea anymore, so I don't have that. Like that it's went away. Like even today, I forgot to eat before I left. Usually I eat it with like my breakfast or whatever, like not eat it with, but I take it with after I eat my breakfast. Today I forgot and I didn't get that like sick, like stomach crampy feeling. So I'm like, I guess my body's gotten used to that part, but anyway, so but we were there. We've been looking for like new cups, everything to use for our coffees and everything when we do them on our, whatever. And so we were always buying those plastic tumblers and everything. So we've been looking for new ones. I ended up finding, and we just happened to be at Marshall's, and we found like sets of. So we bought 2 sets of them. So there's 8 glasses total we'll have. And then that way we can get rid of a lot of our like old plastic ones and stuff that we had because they're like getting really tore up and like somewhat cracked and they're just like a mess. And then because it's springtime now, finally they brought back my favorite chili and lime watermelon rings that I love. I ended up buying 2 packs of these. They're not the same ones that I got before. They're still really good, but they're not the same. Like these ones here are a little sweeter than the other ones. Got some cracked heel repair stuff. I use this every day almost when I put my shoes on. I usually like slather up my feet with it so my feet are all dry and cracky and gross because that's disgusting. Feet are disgusting in the first place. I hate feet. But anyway, so I got this. It was on clearance and I was needing some more because currently I have this one, which is, I think it's tea tree and eucalyptus. So, but I'm almost like it's getting out. And I bought the 2-pack the last time. Like I said, I use it every single time I put my shoes on. Like right before I put my socks on, I put it on my feet and then put my socks on and go off for the day. But I really do like these. And so I was on clearance for $4.50. I think normally they're like $5.99, so it's not like they're super expensive. And if you're lucky, you can get the 2-pack. And I think the 2-pack's like $7.99, $8.99, something like that. But and then I bought this gum I showed this gum before. I bought another set for the house because there's sometimes where I work from home and my gum's at work. And so I'm like, I want some gum. So I bought another pack just to have here at the house. But then today was our local library book sale, so we went and hit that up. And that was kind of our main purpose of going out. I actually got a lot of true crime books this time. Just because I think I've been doing the documentary stuff and I kind of been getting into it. And it's just funny because the book I'm going to show you in a second, Rudy just talked about it. Like, it might have been actually last night, but it might have been the day before. I think it was last night. he talked about, oh, you should get this book. You should read this book called Beyond Cold Blood. So it's like other Kansas like stuff. So it says the KBI from, which is the Kansas Bureau of Investigation, from Ma Barker to BTK. And so Rudy he was like, you should read that. It has like tons of different stories and stuff about true crime that happened in Kansas. So I was like, okay, cool. So I checked it at our library. They did not have it, probably because they were selling it. So this is actually one of our books, the books from my library. So because they're barcodes on it. So, but yeah, so I was lucky enough to find that today because, like I said, I couldn't find it, and I found it on Amazon, but they wanted like $25 for it, and I was like, I'll just wait, see if I can find it when we go today. And I just got lucky enough, and I found it. So, very excited about that. Rudy said the writing's not super great, but otherwise, it's gonna be good. Or like things like, so I got these Ann Rule books, which are like different true crime stories around the United States, I'm assuming. It just says A Fever in the Heart and Other True Cases. So there's like a bunch of different stories. I got 2 of those. This one's volume 3 and volume 4. So I got those, so I'll try those. And this one here is kind of a weird one, but again, it was just true crime stuff. Cannibal Killers. It talks about Ed Gein. I don't know who that person is. I say Sagawa, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Andre Chikatilo. Sorry, I jacked up those names. But so there's, I don't know, another true crime one, and it was like a dollar. I mean, like, so it was, I mean, I guess technically it was $1 in the first place. It was on clearance. Then I got this one here that was haunted houses. It says ghosts, visitors from the dead, demonic curses, terrors from the beyond, and places off limits to the living. 8 pages of astonishing photographs. So it just goes through different, like, oh no, this is, okay, I remember this one now. So this one is about the Winchester Mystery House in California. And I actually I grew up in California. We always drove past it. Like, we used to go to Santa Cruz a lot, and it's in the mountains. The Santa Cruz Mountains is where the Winchester Mystery House is at. And so we would pass the thing for it all the time, but I've never been to it. But I always knew the stories of it. And I don't know if all the stories were true and everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you always hear these stories about things. So, but anyway, so yeah. So this one's about the Winchester Mystery House. So that was one of the reasons I got it. It's because I was like, ooh, that sounds kind of interesting. I know some stuff about that. And this one here was actually been on my want to buy list for quite a while. It's not super great condition, but it's not in a horrible condition either. And it is The Last Word by Taylor Adams. I read No Exit by Taylor Adams before. I love that book. It's one of my favorites. It's a really good book. And so I've been looking for this book at Barnes & Noble and everything. Could never find it. Because our Barnes & Noble doesn't carry a lot of freaking books. And so I just happened to be walking and I was like, oh, they have a Taylor Adams book. And I was like, is this the one I wanted? Yes, it is. So I threw it in, and it was only $1. So, but I need to get to editing. I need to figure out what to do. I recorded the video for last time, which was all about my new camera, which was the DJI camera. I freaking love this thing. Like, I took it out with me today. I just love it. It's so nice. If you're looking for a vlogging camera or anything, I highly recommend this. But when I filmed the video on it for last week, when I got it and everything, I forgot to even show you guys anything on it. I did get footage of me like unboxing it and everything, so I might just end up throwing that in, but I've already encountered it and I'm like, do I just let it go? I don't know. I don't know what to do, but like it does say, so I made it because like I realized I didn't have any of the thing really talking about what I got even in the whole kit and everything. Like I went through it, like there's a lot of stuff that came in the kit that I bought. So I never really showed it or anything. So I feel like my title to my story, like to the vlog, is not gonna really make sense. So I don't know what to do about it. I feel like just letting it go. The camera that I'm using now, which is a Sony ZV-1, costs about the same price as this thing. So it's like really comparing, yes, and I think If this would have been out when I was looking for cameras, I probably would have bought this one over the one over my Sony. But I love my Sony. So it's like, but I think that I would probably get more use out of this just because it's so like flexible to use. I don't know how to describe it, but so yeah, I feel like I did a video on this, like using it and everything. I need to go back through my footage and see. Maybe I just forgot to add it. I don't know. Anyway, crazy. It is Solar Eclipse Day. It's funny because I meant to record stuff on my way to work this morning and completely spaced it. But it starts here in about, I think it starts at 12:30, and then I don't think total it was called is at 1:50, which I'll probably end up being back at work about that time. I'm not sure, like if I want to stay home and just continue working and then go back when it's over with. I haven't decided that part yet, just because I haven't really asked if I can do that. But I'm working through my lunch, so it's like I was gonna work through my lunch and then go out and look at it, and then whenever I felt like going back, I'll go back, I guess. I don't know. So I'm excited because I remember, okay, so this type of one, I don't think has happened since like, and I could be wrong, I remember one being in the 80s. I want to say I was in like, I want to say it was like 84 or something. I was in like second, or I want to say it was in either second or third grade. I remember, because I remember we were out recess because it was lunchtime. It was very similar to when I was, because I lived in California at the time. And I want to say it was very similar, the amount that we were getting and everything was like, because I want to say we were like 80-something%, and I think we were about the same. And I remember it got dark, but it didn't get super dark because it wasn't completely covered. The sun wasn't, but it just got like, I want to say it was darker than overcast, but not like nighttime. But I remember the color got really weird too, because they turned like a brownish color. And I remember, because I remember looking, because like we made little pinhole things, and I remember like we had, like you were able to look at the shadows and see the eclipse in the shadows and everything. Like I remember that. I just remember all of that. And I remember we got like, that scared me for a second. It's noon, so our tornado siren went off. So that's what that noise is. But yeah, I think it's really loud. Anyway. So yeah, so that's what that was. That was the tornado siren, because it's noon and they're testing it on a Monday. So I'm mostly like going past him as I'm driving or something. So yeah, we'll do that. I don't know where I was going with this. So yeah.
Glasses are not the same as regular sunglasses. Safe solar viewers.
The sun, like the shadows are really weird, and it's kind of dark out. I can't get good footage of the